My husband and I chose not to have any children. And today I'm asked by a lot of younger women how and why we took this decision. Do I have any regrets? And how did we tackle family and random people from society when we took this decision? So I thought I would make a video on this because perhaps my story will help someone who's confused about this decision. I did make a reel on this on my Instagram sometime back, which went completely viral. But I realized that 90 seconds is not enough to talk about every aspect of this decision in detail, which is why this video. I don't know how you've landed on this video, children or no children, marriage or no marriage. I want you to stick around because I'm definitely also talking about, living an unconventional life and marriages and partnerships. This is Dipika saying you're watching She Means Business. I'm going to start with the third question first, which is how did we tackle family and random people from society when we took this decision? So my husband and I met at business school. We were classmates and then we fell in love and we got married and we also became best friends. And honestly, it's a lethal combination when your spouse is your best friend as well as your lover. So when we decided to get married, it was unanimous that we did not want to have any children. Both of us were completely on the same page that we didn't want to have kids. Why? I will tell you when I answer the first question. It's a little complicated. But because we were both absolutely on the same page, it became very easy to tackle questions from family and society. First of all, we chose not to give any excuses. There was no, not right now, or we want to travel right now, or when we have more money, or whatever. Absolutely no excuses. Our answer always was, no, we don't want to have any children. Because we realized that it was best to be upfront. By giving excuses, we were only delaying this process of, questions being asked, and it would continue, and we didn't want that. We wanted to sort of nip it in the bud. Any questions that we were being asked, we wanted to nip it in the bud. So we started out by saying, no, we don't want to have any children. The other thing is that we didn't even encourage too many questions from people. We had these stern expressions and no, we don't want to have any children. The only two people we indulged a little bit with these questions were our respective mothers, who also stopped asking us after a point because the answers were so, no, we don't want to have any children. So that really helped, being upfront and not giving any excuses to people and just saying, no, we don't want to have any children, really helped because the questions stopped very soon once they realized we were serious and once they realized there were no excuses. The other thing that helped was that because it was such a unanimous decision, we always had each other's backs and everybody knew that. So if somebody went to him and said, oh, she's saying she doesn't want to have any children, he would be quick to respond with, oh, it's not her. Both of us don't want to have any children. And similarly, when someone came and said something to me, I would have his back, So the fact that it was a unanimous decision, we always had each other's backs because we both knew that we did not want to have any children, and that made us such a team that became very difficult for people to sort of ask us questions and became very easy to tackle people because we were on the same page and we were a team. So I think what is important here is that it was a unanimous decision. If it wasn't, if one of us wanted children, then the discussion would have been totally different. First, we would have had to tackle each other and then come to any tackling of family and society, right? So it really helped in our case that it was a completely unanimous decision. So it made handling questions from everybody else very easy. And the fact that we chose not to give any excuses but were very upfront about it really helped, So people stopped bothering us very early and very quickly. So that really helped. Do we have any regrets? I can tell you with 100% certainty, no. I've been married for 24 years now, nearly 24 years now. And trust me when I say this, neither of us has any regrets. Was it the correct decision? I don't know because, we've not seen the other side. We don't have any children. But we've seen siblings have children, all our friends have children. So we've seen children, right? But at no point have the two of us looked at them and said that, do we have any regrets? No, we've not had any regrets whatsoever. What we have done is we've kept channels of communication open between the two of us, So we've from time to time discussed whether we are still okay, and that's very, very important to do, because perspectives can change. One of you may begin to feel like they want a child after a point of time, right? So keep having that communication very openly, saying, do you feel the need now to have a child? And that will really help again to, you know, have a discussion, and neither of you is then unhappy, right? So you also have to remember while I'm making this video that this is a choice that we make. You may relate with it, you may not relate with it, but this is what helped us in the long run. So no regrets at all, zero regrets. Trust me when I tell you, absolutely zero regrets. I got a comment on my Instagram on this particular viral video asking, but how can you speak for your husband? Arey, he's my husband. You know, and we're a team. So, you know, I know, and we've done this due diligence of talking about it. So, which brings me to the first question. Why did we choose not to have children? I think the answer is true then, and the answer stays true now as well. You know, so 24 years, I can say this with certainty, that why we chose not to have children and why we don't regret having any children, the answer is the same. And I'm going to break it up into two. So the first is that when we met, you know, I think both of us knew ourselves really well. We were two people we knew ourselves very, very well. So both of us knew that what we wanted from life, and both of us wanted personal and professional growth from life, you know, and really wanted personal and professional growth, and we did not want to be distracted by anything else which is conventional to any couple. So for example, I'll give you a story. The first year of our marriage, you know, we were both bombarded with this, oh no, now, you know, खाना क्या बनेगा, and सब्जी भी खरीदनी है, and घर में कुछ लीकेज हो रहा है, and all of that, you know. So we realized that we were so focused on work and on growth and on reading and on traveling and just enriching ourselves. This was actually taking away from what we really wanted to do. So we started to delegate really fast. We found people, we found help, and we realized that the money that we were spending on all of these people was actually investment, because it freed us up to do things that we really love to do. So we started delegating. You can't delegate kids, can you? So because we knew ourselves and we knew this is what we wanted from life, which was personal and professional growth, we were very, very focused on that. So kids did not form a part of our agenda, right? Even today, that is the same. Both of us are so focused on, and there are so many things to do. I still am setting up this new career. He's doing something new, you know, so, and there's so much to learn and there's so much to travel. We just learned scuba diving. It's not like you can't do all of this with kids, but we like challenging ourselves, and we like doing new things, and we like focusing on our own selves, and which is why I think somewhere children did not form a part of our agenda, and it continues to be like that. The second thing I think is that right from the start, when we met each other to now, we have been very absorbed with each other, you know. We love each other's company, we have a lot of fun, we party, we travel, but we also compete with each other, we read a lot, we like to do new things, we challenge each other a lot, you know, and we talk. How much we talk, I cannot begin to tell you. If we take a road trip now, that entire trip will be spent in, we would have reshaped the economy, we would have written mentally some kitab, some book. So much we can talk. We talk work all the time, you know, we discuss our respective work. There is so much to talk about in terms of solutions for each other, ideas, new innovations for each other. So we talk a lot. So at no point have we felt that we need to bring in a third person to move this relationship forward. We have not felt like that, because we have been so consumed. Even today, we have friends, but we are happiest with each other's company. We are happiest when we are going out for a holiday alone with each other, because we are in tune with what the other person wants. We do the same things together. We compete in that also. If he is doing this trek, even I want to do this trek, you know, so it's like that. So we have been so consumed with each other, and we are so happy being consumed with each other. We have not felt the need to bring a third person in to sort of grow, and that was true then, and that is true even now. So I think the fact that we knew each other really well, and the fact that we knew exactly what we wanted from our lives, and I don't know whether you will call it selfish, I wouldn't call it selfish. Each of us has a right to live our choice, has a right to live their life the way they choose to. right? With what they want to fill their life up with. You don't have to necessarily follow the conventional path. You don't. As a couple, you can have different paths of where you want to go. What makes you happy? I'm not saying children don't give you joy. I'm seeing friends around me. Children give a lot of joy. But it is not for us. We know that, and we don't have any regrets with that at all. So the fact that we have decided that our life has to be full of new challenges, new things that we do together, discussions, new careers at 40 and 50, staying fit. I think more than the choice that we have made, it is the fact that we don't feel the need for something to help us grow or take this relationship forward. Now, there was a question that came up saying that, but even if you don't plan a children, how will you know till you don't have a child that this is what you needed? I don't want to know. I'm very happy. Just to recap this, why we chose not to have children, because people keep asking me that, and if you're struggling with this, it's because I know myself really well. I know exactly the kind of life I want to lead, what I want from life. He knows exactly what he wants. Both of us are on the same page with it. And we are in a relationship that really, really consumes us. And we are very happy that way. And so, zero regrets. This is a video I really wanted to make because I realized that people don't respect choices. They just don't. They come up with random things like, what will you do in your old age? Right now, you're very happy traveling and all. What will you do in your old age? Why would I have a child so that the child can look after me in the old age? That's not fair. What if the child wants to live in a different country only when I'm in my old age? I'm going to call the child back. Listen, I had you, so please come back so that you can look after me in my old age. That's not practical and not fair, and doesn't work in today's world at all, right? This is Dipika Singh. This is She Means Business. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share, whatever. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on my socials. I loved creating this video, and I hope it helps someone to take a decision. Bye-bye.